Okay, welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Vanhi's journey. In the last episode, it was pretty much all about kingdom management stuff because we finally reached a point in the game where we can just do the kingdom management stuff. We don't have to worry about any big incidents where we have to go into the map and put some people in their place and all that stuff. We can just do the kingdom management, talk with our advisors, make decisions. That's what we did in the last episode. Now I kind of made a mistake with managing my advisors, so I put it where a point where I couldn't choose an option that speeds up the game, like the rank up missions. I didn't have any of those. I didn't have any advisor. Well, I did have some, but I didn't have spaces for the advisors. They were all busy doing something. But now, since I messed up on that, I have about 6 days until an advisor is free, so I will explore some of these territories, clearing out these locations like the Old Oak. And then in 6 days' time, we will be able to come back. We should have some resources claimed and stuff like that. Now, I really don't care about these guys being exhausted because they're so strong. They can do everything that they need to do while being exhausted. But either way, in fact, these locations is so. One of these locations might just come back and there's actually stuff to do here. Like there's some tough enemies, but usually they're just weak enemies because I guess they expect us to have done this already or not have done this. Yeah, have done this already because it's in the territory. Like these are boggarts, level 3 basic stuff. And then we can come back, kill the troll. It's just pointless. Move that. But anyway, aside from that, that's the plan in this episode. When this today when it comes out, I don't know if this is gonna come out the day that Age of Wonders 4 comes out. I think it will come out on the same day, so that's exciting. Lucia, one of our members of Alpha Squad, if you have been paying attention and staying tuned in the channel, you'll know there was an issue with her dying and then messing up the resurrection and stuff like that. So she will make an appearance in Age of Wonders 4. She'll probably be our first character. Only need like 30,000 experience to level up to play. I think the campaigns are gonna be like, they're not like you play as this specific person. It's just like this thing is going on in this realm, and it might be like that. I know they have story realms, and then I think there's story realms with a story, and then there is the realms that have the traits, like the 3 kings trait, the 3 pretender kings, whatever they call it. So that's interesting. Of course, it's gonna die. All those shots. Why are you shooting so much? Okay. Luckily, Knock Knock has a flame sword, so that's good. Okay, so here's the item. Oh, there was something over here. Some of these caches, since we were expected to do this at an earlier level. Okay, so they're hasted, so they're moving across the battlefield. So we can leave this place. There's nothing to do over there. Yeah, we can't even go over there. So we'll leave. This place is secured. I only have this little area to go through. And I think after certain missions, more areas appear, or we actually get to find out that they actually exist. So I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so that clears that up. On my character's fatigue. Now, fatigue doesn't slow their movement speed on the map, so I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna have them go through all of this. Good. So that's completed. That's pretty much all of this place, and all of the South Norm marches are completed for now. So now we're going to go here to Oblivion, and then we're going to travel to Varnhold because Varnhold has some locations that I want to capture and complete. So after everyone's like exhausted, then we'll time skip. Well, not time skip, but we'll rest. Teleport to Varnhold. Great. So we have a lot to do in Varnhold. So we'll begin the resting. Let's see if they talk. Nah, they don't talk to each other, unfortunately. Okay, so we can go to unfinished clearing. We're not going to go all the way in this area because we want to claim some stuff. I do want to go in here and to get to the high cliff for the military outpost and do it that way. So let's travel this for 2 hours. We have the one that reduces mountain traveling time. So that's interesting. Let's go to Shadow Gulch. While traveling through the hills of Nomen, we noticed something worrisome. Crows circled the sky, much as they do upon spying a corpse to feast upon. More ominous yet, clouds of smoke trailed into the sky as well. After noticing that, we intimidate, stormed over there, rattling our weapons and shouting. We noticed something worrisome. Crows. Why would we do that? Stealth. Approach carefully, trying not to reveal ourselves. With a plus 37 to stealth, knock knock is just so amazing. We soon saw what attracted the crows. A dead horse lay in the ditch, one leg missing and its carcass already picked at by scavengers. Near the horse was what looked to be the corpse of its former rider, a young man clad only in undergarments. The smoke was coming from a bonfire, around which goblins were roasting a horse leg. It seemed their hunger was stronger than their fear of these animals. Other goblins were busy rummaging through the clothes of a deceased man and taking whatever choice bits they could find. One goblin was strutting around wearing a beret with a feather, another a velvet jacket, and two other goblins each wearing a single boot, were in the middle of a tug of war with the dead man's trousers. When we saw this, we rushed into a fight. It was immensely demanded. We're not going to just go through our weapons and then just not attack. So we're just going to rush into the fight. After noticing us, the little bastards started to flee, leaving behind everything they'd been trying to take from the body of the deceased, including a hefty coin patch. Alas, in this backwater coin proved of little use. Alas, the body laid before us belonged to none other than Taman Havaki, a noble from Grauton, the one whose brother begged us to look for him. A letter in his jacket pocket, yellowed with age, confirmed his identity. It was signed Matian Hanvaki, a relative. All we could do then was take the tragic news to his brother. Oh, snap. I completely forgot about him. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. But shouldn't have been weak. We have the crooked teeth. Okay, so we can claim this bonus to economy. Crooked teeth. So this is different than some type of clearing or anything like that. So this might be a good place. Let's see what it is. Or we'll go down and then we'll go up. That's my plan, at least. See if there's any enemies that need to be killed. Or maybe, I thought it was going to be a big location since it looks different. Oh, a portal to the third world. Or the first world. I kind of don't want to go into that portal. You know, when you about to go into the first world, you definitely need a buff because they're crazy. Okay, so time to prepare to go to the first world. I don't think I'm gonna need to use my alchemical stuff, but buff, mage armor, bull strength, Animal growth. Blur. Shield. Shield. Blur. Mirror image. See, I like how in Pathfinder Second Edition they did eliminate the buff rounds where you just grow stronger, like your AC increases as you level up, which makes things much easier. Shield, bless. Okay, now we're ready. Let's see what's in this place. The other world. I'm curious to know, like, exactly which part of the other world we're in, and like how deep is this gonna go. Not a dungeon, and the Tenebra's depths haven't been unlocked yet. Well, the next level. I don't know if that's because we haven't reached a decent enough level for us to be able to deal with that. We are gonna go away from this. Unlock. Maybe we should go that way. There's traps that way, so probably they want us to go this way. Traps. How much experience? You guys, he's getting 180 experience from this. So at least we're getting decent experience. So this is a decently high level place. Okay, so that's gonna be into a cave. I just don't know what cave that's gonna be. And I don't know if these are one of these areas where it's just what the poisonous manticore like tree. They gave it a name. Oh, Oakenhide. I was like, I thought this thing was gonna be unstoppably monstrous, but it's just level 12. Can we not fight it? I guess it wants us. It's Oakenhide, so it's going to be immune to that. We're gonna cast that. Okay. Oh, and let me cast haste. Okay, now we can shoot it. Because apparently, it summoned some people, so I guess they knew that it wasn't strong enough. Or maybe the game realized that, oh, he's targeting, he's doing this stuff now, instead of like when they wanted us to do it. Can we charge? No, we can't. Okay. Thought I could shoot. Luckily I can. What is that? Touch AC 18? Concealment. That's so annoying. But it can't conceal against Phantasmal Killer. So it's dead on that. Okay. Oh, I need to use fire. That's fine. I'm not gonna use my spell. I'm just gonna have knock attack with the fire thing. Skin, collect. Oh, okay. So I can't loot it. How much experience did it have? Oh, there's its bones. Okay. Is this, what type of cloak is that? How much experience? 480 experience? I will take that. And black fur cloak. The cloak grants wearer plus 10 competence bonus to all stealth checks and cold resistance. Now, I really don't sneak in this one. I know they have the mechanic, but I don't think I never actually had to use it, except for that one situation with the dryad. but that's what invisibility potions were for. Probably because I'm not playing a rogue. There's probably more detailed stuff for like rogue characters if you want to play that way. I know a Divinity Original Sin 2 is more obvious because you can just steal stuff from vendors, but you can't do that in this one, or you can just look into their inventory and steal stuff. Okay, so there's nothing here, so we have to go through this. Now it's rating or rating. I can't. What the? What is that? A shambling mound? Or a thundervine? What's a thundervine? What the? What is that? I probably need a. I probably should have cast a haste. I'm surprised he could have charged. Is this like the normal thing, or is this like, do we take damage or what? Let's see. Oh, storm. Stormy weather slows down. -6 and 20% mischance on ranged attacks. Now they have this rain and effects, but it's like, did they just do this on a spur of the moment thing? I am gonna go this way. So there's a such thing. They have environment stuff and they affect you for penalty wise, but why don't they have like environmentals when it comes to the elemental stuff like Divinity or Original Sin? That's what I think they're going to, or what they should in the future installment, make it closer to that. In turn, because everything else, I know when it comes to character like choices and all this stuff, this wins hands down because of the system. But like with Divinity Original Sin and even Divinity Original Sin 2, you get things like uh, if you shoot lightning onto water, electricity, you get electrocuted. Fire onto oil, it does explode. Same thing with fire onto poison, does an explosion and stuff like that. So you have those elemental interactions. So I believe that's the pretty much the only missing point, because they did a good job with having the level limit still be 20. Oh, oh, they actually get hit. I didn't even think they were getting hit. Oh, snap. Use. Look at me talking, and my characters are getting damaged. Is that 85? So I got even more potions? I don't know where these potions come from. But yeah, that's I guess that's everything here. Uh, I guess I could go here, have have Lindsay cast haste. I didn't think they were actually getting hit, but haste is gonna help them move past this sooner. Tristan got hit by the lightning, but now they're moving faster. So we're gonna get out of this location. Even though there looks like there should be something here at least, but I guess if we keep moving. So that's it for the first world. Now we can go on to the next location. a little interesting side journey. It would have been nice if we would have had like an option to close this portal, but it's not that big of a deal. We found brother's body, which we probably should have explored more anyway. But I'll keep that in mind for future things, like if something's on the way. Because usually when I do play games like this, I'm like, I just skip everything and just focus on the direct quest that I'm involved in. And I really should like explore the ways, especially when I have like a find a someone quest. Now we just gotta see if we find Mim's body, so we can know what happened to her. We can go this way or we can go that way. This way looks like it's already decided upon. So now we go this way and then we should be able to take a right. No, we're not. Claim. Okay, that's been done. No, we don't care if they're fatigued. So Sorrow Flow, we already been to Sorrow Flow. We've been to Cricket Teeth. So now we go this way. We'll just keep on going down. See what else we can find. Wait, was that an option? Can we move to the left? Because I need to go onto Hollow Trail. I think Hollow Trail is... there's a lot of stuff to do in here. But right now we're at Varnhold stuff right now, so we'll do Varnhold stuff. They are getting exhausted, and then we do have an ancient mine to go to, which is nice. Spider invasion. Okay, so Tristan is done with his thing. Oh, and Amir is done with her thing. The general's idea to return the veterans back to the army has paid off. They became sergeants and instructors and passed their knowledge on to the younger recruits. Their valuable experience has made the army stronger. So I got +6 military. So now I can time skip. It looks like we're headed to Talon Peak. We will rest. Whoa, it was nice exploring while we could. We'll explore Talon Peak. See what's at this, because there should be a dragon here. There's always a dragon at the peak. And because there is a dragon here, because I'm speaking it into existence, we will buff as if we're about to fight a dragon. We're not gonna like use our strongest buffs. Well, we're not gonna use the alchemical bonus buff, but oh man, it messed up. That's the one thing, like, you have to make sure you don't misclick. So I can bless. What else does she have? Shield, mirror image, blur, shield, blur, mirror image. Okay, now we're ready. And we're still climbing up. I thought we already did this. Oh, there they are. I was just about to haste, but I guess I can haste now. Hit. Okay, so it is weak. Oh, okay. So now I can go and then I can cast my fireball. Since there's a spider swarm. Oh, I didn't die? Okay. Lucky it. Lucky it. Nah. Inspire courage. Giant spider. I don't think there's... Oh, and then there's something. Now, question is, can I still shoot it? Nah. What I should do is, Kundio can't even change his weapon set, so I probably accidentally spent too much of my movement. Take Lucia. Okay, it should die now. Oh, its attack is too high. Well, its defense is too high. What level is this thing? Level 9. AC 27 for a level 9 creature? What the? That's crazy. Oh, there it is. There's the dead man. The diamond dust. Okay, let's see what's in here. Don't tell me it's another. Unless it's the top. Unless I still have more to go. I do. There has to be a dragon at the top of this mountain. There has to be. This is a spider swarm, 9 hit points. No, man. I thought that was a potion of acid flask. I'm very upset. I do have my wand of burning hands, right? Now I can finally put that wand to use. I got my wand of fireball, wand of full person, wand of cure critical, wand of burning hands. Great. Wand of burning hands. Burn. When it didn't even do anything. Wand of prayer, wand of light runes. Nothing. Okay. I know she has burning hands. Good. Am I going down now? What the? How does that even work? So now that's an option. Or I can just go here. Okay, so where's this gonna take me? This is ridiculous. I thought I was going towards the peak. But this might be the peak. Oh, Talon Peak. Is this Talon Peak? Am I supposed to go up? I heard a noise. Question is, should I haste? What was that? Was that the dragon? It has to be a dragon. Dragons are always at the peaks. Bandit. Heavily armed men are seated around the fire. They chat casually and pass around a flask, obviously not expecting an ambush. I've just put that and there. I know there's no and there. Anyway. Or eavesdropping in a place like this. Damned king and his damned guards, since that ash down the stag lord, honest people got nowhere to go to get themselves some coin. Just look where we ended up, middle of nowhere. Stealth, hide and eavesdrop on the conversation. Did some of the stag lord's folks really join the king's guard? Sounds like life on easy street. Yeah, and maybe that's good for them, but I'm not cut out for bootlicking. A sharp sword and a highway, that's the life for me. I'm not gonna end up someone's lapdog. Bandit Alchemist. Enough. Cut the whining. We gotta adapt if we want to survive. This birdie will bring us more gold than any trader, and then we can sell ourselves as mercenaries, or go treasure hunting. We'll get by. Coon silently nods to you and readies his weapon. I want to continue eavesdropping. With you in charge, we'll end up with our necks broken. Care to explain what demon possessed you to make us climb up a cliff when there's a neat, safe path on the other side, while we gotta bother with all these hooks and ropes? Have you seen that path? Spiders everywhere, just swarming with spiders, crawling all around. Damned fat, furry beast, I hate spiders. Haha, really? You're afraid of spiders? I'm not afraid of nothing. It's just these damn spiders rather fight a troll than mess with those ugly beasts. Continue eavesdropping. Oh, watch out. There's a spider in your hair. Oh, haha. I'm just exploding with laughter. Maybe you should become a bard, huh? Better yet, head straight to the capital. Ask the king to hire you as court jester. Just don't go through the front door. There might be spiders inside. Better take a rope and scale the back wall. Abyss take you all, that damn joker. I'm going to take a leak. The bandit stands and heads toward you on unsteady feet. Pushing him off the cliff would be easy right now. And we'll push the bandit off the cliff. Horrible scream, the bandit falls. His accomplices jump up and grab their weapons. Oh. You lost one. Now you can die. Oh, they're level 7. And you got all your hits in. Lindsay does have a decent when it comes to attack, because she does have dexterity. He fell off the cliff. He's not going to be able to shoot anything because he sucks. Unfortunate. Let him have his turn. You should have did more with your turn. This is what happens when you annoy me. Why do I have 8 slots for my empowered? Oh, because it becomes 4th level. All my 4th level spells have 8. Is this my only 4th level spell? Oh, and fear. And controlled fireball. I need a boot. If I can. If I get another belt, then I'll probably have the chance. Okay. Let me make sure this thing is not going, because it's at 16, so after every few seconds that it might turn. Or maybe it started to get intelligence now, so now it's not just reducing it. So we can keep it like that. Because before it was just, I wasn't even in battle, and then it was just taking off. Collect. Who is this? So y'all push someone off the cliff. That's what y'all get. So that's a little interesting passage. Let's see what else is here. Cause I'm still waiting for that dragon. Okay, that's definitely a dragon. Definitely a dragon flying up. I want to start using my scrolls more. Or is it a griffin? As soon as you get close to the nest, a huge shadow moves across the sky. With a shrill shriek, a gigantic bird swoops down on you, her flapping wings making a veritable hurricane as she moves to protect her nest to her last breath. Oh, it's a rock. ROC, right? Ancient rock, yeah. What level is it? You call it ancient. 24 Oh, snap. Can I hit it? I'm using dexterity. Mirror image for the win. Mirror image damage for the win. Fleeting glances. And this is where I cast haste on the party. Since y'all want to put an ancient creature, at least it can be hit. Take my mutagen dexterity. Okay, so it looks like I won't have to deal with this one. I don't know its abilities. 480 experience, but it's a level 24 animal. Its wisdom save shouldn't be that high, but its strength, its con will probably be high. So let's test its will with constricting coils. Okay, now it's paralyzed for 13 turns. Now it can die in peace. The power of spells are amazing. And I can just keep on. It's easy to hit. Now I'm just bullying it. It would have been great to have this animal. But it only 480 experience. So its saving throws weren't high. Where are the eggs? A rock egg, a cooking ingredient. Why is it only a cooking ingredient? Why is it not letting me hear the sound of metal scraping nearby? Judging from the size of the nest, this bird could easily carry off a whole horse. Oh, this was a nice little side mission. And yeah, this is a nice little side mission. And down we opened up this one. Great. It wasn't dragon. I wanted to fight a dragon, but we don't all get what we want. We don't always get what we want. Okay, so now it's time to get back. We need to get back to Varnhold. So it's gonna take 1 day to get back to Varnhold. That's perfectly fine. Forgotten knowledge he failed, but at least he didn't get any minuses to it. I do need a boost. I do need to boost him up. Teleport. Oblivion. So now we can continue our plans. And there is our exotic garden. Already built in our capital. I like being able to look at all this good stuff. And you have the tavern right here. We got the library if we want to go in the library. Main square. It would be nice if we could have visited these other locations. But I guess they just have the main locations. Of course, the base is the most important part. Build up the foundation. And then you can add the other stuff in later. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what they did in Wrath of the Righteous, since I haven't played it yet. And then from Wrath of the Righteous, see what they might improve on or whatever their next version. Are they going to switch to Pathfinder 2nd Edition rule set, or are they going to stay with the regular Pathfinder rule set? But anyway, a shooting and close combat contest will soon take place in the capital. Skillfully announced, the festival would attract visitors. It's a DC 29. Amiri could do it with a 50% chance. Top secret. We got hunting season. A royal elk was spotted in the forest. 61% chance. Let me take advantage of the opportunities. A new priest of Abadar. Opportunity. Nah, we're not. Jubilos will never be able to do that. We still need Keston to do this issue. And Power of Blood is DC 32. We definitely need to increase our advisors. Celebrity Last Walls Cavalry. Nah, he's not. He's not high enough. Top secret. That's busy. Competition. Oh, we'll have a Mary and see what she does. It's a 50% chance we do it. Get it right. Competition. We'll see. If she fails at something, it will prove that she needs to do other stuff. But we're going to. Oh, this is Grand Diplomat. Uh, I thought we would have Jubilos, but we don't have enough like score for Jubilos right now. So wait, hold on. Support the warden, support the regent, support the generals, high priest, treasurer, counselors, and magisters. So I don't have the ministers yet. Because we're only on espionage 5. We need to boost our espionage up. Stats 237 build points. Probably we can build some more stuff like in go to Glenshire. We have all this Sacred Grove stuff and all that stuff. Probably we can build something that builds up espionage. But I do have the Watchtower, so that builds up espionage. Town Hall, the inn has been upgraded. Trade shop, garrison. What is this? Bulletin board can't be upgraded. Halfling's brewery can't be upgraded. So we do need. Oh, we can do a tannery. Specialties in hides and leathers, 1 beef per week. If there's more than one tannery in a settlement, the additional one gives -1 penalty to community and loyalty. Can only be built in a separate slot. Oh, okay. So I think the tannery, I should build it. And it gives me community. I guess I don't have to technically build it. I can't open up the journal right now. Because nothing really told me to just build it. Tavern. Have I ever Tavern turned into an inn, so we don't need that. Watchtower. School's gonna give me culture. Park is not gonna give me espionage. Lumberyard boosts economy. Longhouse. So there's nothing to give me except kobold quarters. +3 to espionage from adjacent to a thieves or assassins guild. That would be nice. Kobold's quarter and Goblin's quarters gives me relations. So I could do the Kobold's quarters. Oh, they go this way. That's unfortunate. But we can have Goblin's quarters. Loyalty. They go this way too. Man. Okay, so I can't make those. But this one has the line this way. Why can't I just... Can't do those. Fort gives me stability. I'm located in a settlement with a watchtower. +1 to military in a settlement with a garrison. And +1 to stability in a settlement with a jail. Why can't I build any of these things? Monument, temple. So what you're telling me is take out the temple and put it right here. Adjacent to a monolith. Shine. Grand temple. A divine one adjacent to a monolith. I don't even know what a monolith is. Intensify of the fort. This is ridiculous. Okay, so the temple. We're gonna sell this. Okay. That we lost something, but we're gonna rebuild it. Shrine. Put the shrine right there. And then we'll put an aviary or something right here. And that will give me espionage and all that stuff. Now we can put a fort. I think the fort would just be the best decision. Because the goblin quarters could have a goblin's quarters, but I think fort just gives me more stuff. It doesn't give me as much espionage as I want, but ideally I could build more stuff. When adjacent to a park, I don't have that option. Granary gives me community. Oh, I can build a jail. When adjacent to a fort. When adjacent to a barracks, I'll get that. Garrison's up here, but I have a fort, so I used all my BB. Okay, so we'll put a jail. Oh, I wasn't expecting to use up all this stuff, but that's fine. Oh, we can rank up. What is this? Royal hunting grounds. I'm not ready for that, so we're gonna rank up. We'll go with the Grand Diplomat, Lindsay's, and we can start a project. We have 9 events. That's good. Support the Grand Diplomats. Great. The Power of Blood. Failure. Winged Menace. You didn't assign any advisor. Left this problem. Minus to community. Minus to stability. Unfortunately. A new Priest of Avadar. Top secret. No. Because some of these are getting high. So we got a bunch of loyalty. +7 culture. +2. Great. The full-blooded. Triumph on that. The high priest servants uncovered a whole network of vampires among the capital's aristocracy and assist the guard in the capture and execution of their leader. We got all this good stuff from that. That's good. Competition. Success. Good job. Because we do need relations to improve. And then we have the curses completed. Divine, arcane curse. Improving cultural development. That's good. And strong nation. The cost of all that stuff has been reduced by 10% now. Kingdom defense. Reduces chance of random encounters. So everyone's pretty much completed everything that they needed to do. Spider invasion. Who's... Okay, we have spider invasion. Grand Diplomat wants to discuss important matters. Okay, let's go to the throne room before we start assigning people. Because I still need some more build points before I build anything else. Let's see. Vanhi, we've arrested a strange man. He was making a map of our rivers and bays. Upon his capture, he shouted that he serves the Black Marquis and was sent to create a map of the local trade routes. But pirates are full of gal, and this map might be used not for trade but for raids. What are we going to do with him, being that he's admittedly serving another king? The most important thing now is to appear strong and influential. If we demonstrate our military power, the pirates will be afraid to face us. Even better, we could show them our riches. Whether or not the story about trade routes is a tale, we can let the Black Marquis wonder if he'd be better off if he were our friend. We should know more about the Black Marquis and his protectorate. Once a Chelish pirate named Workin the White visited the village of Dead Bridge to rest and replenish his supplies. He settled there and in time decided to build a whole pirate nation there. Those joined him began to collect duties from foreign ships, but they never touched the ships of the river kingdoms. Thus he gained the support and respect of all his neighbors. That's how the protectorate was created. Interesting. Show him how strong our army is. They better not cross swords with us. Show him we're rich and he'll conclude that we'll be at our office friends. Okay, deceive him. Convince him we're a backwards country with little to offer. I do like espionage, and I want to do the espionage so I can boost that up. So we'll do that one. This is a bad idea. The more pathetic we look, the safer a target we seem. And I don't want any former friends saying that Lindsay now serves the ruler of some. No one cares. No one cares if your friends say anything. The important thing is that we boost espionage up. Greetings. He finally gives me more stuff to pour. This is basic stuff. I need something from you. A one-handed hammer, crossbow, metal shield, plate armor, make something in the dwarf style. I think you know best. Yeah, we don't need anything specific because we don't use any of those items, and I think Valerie has the best armor right now. Terval greets you with a half bow, Your Highness. Cheat sheet gloves. Okay, now she's producing gloves. The Varnhold militia is proud to report that the region has been freed from bandits and order has been restored. We hit them so hard they flew all the way to Mendev. The people know it's all thanks to you. If you hadn't helped us to gather a militia, the damn crooks would still be robbing and butchering us. We owe you a lot, and I would like to make something special for you. Not long ago, I shot something down in the forest. I'm not even sure how to describe it. It was like a dragon, only smaller. I've never seen a beast so fierce. Its hide is a thing of beauty, and that's what I'll use for your gift. It will make the best leather armor you've ever seen, let alone own. Just say the word and I'll start working on it. Show off your leather working. On second thought, you can decide. So do I have to talk to her to get her to start working on it? Who is this? Shania. Almost or the one I spend day and night. No, I don't care. Sitting on the oak branches. No, I don't care about her. Okay, that's all you have to do. All you have to do is give me the item. All the extra talking. Okay, so no new mission started. So we can just continue. Grand Diplomat. We got some relations to it. Support the Grand Diplomat's endeavors. That can be a something. Okay, events. So didn't I just select? Oh, I wanted to see who was the best options. Success chance impossible because it's DC 30. So I'm definitely not gonna have you there. I'm just gonna ignore it. Last Walls Cavalry DC 26. It's a problem. I don't need it done until like 3rd. So he can be right here. Definitely need to use a crisis point for it. It'll take 10 days to resolve. Spider invasion. What else do I want? Do I want loyalty? I want to boost the community up, but she's at 10. I do need to definitely boost the community up, but I'm gonna go with Amiri for this one. Boost the military, and then I'm gonna go with the regent to rank up. Can I rank up community? I need to boost community. Do I have a rank up mission? Support the regent's endeavors. Yeah, I'll go with the regent because she needs to boost up. Last Wall Cavalry. I don't want to mess up. Should be attended before the 1st of Faraz. So I'll use this for him. At least he'll have 35% chance. Start event. Training. Easier claim. I can put someone to do this. That's gonna cost 150. Region claims. Might as well. That's fine. Trade agreement with Gout. Speculation allows the calming and experience. I need to do that one next. In fact, I might have enough money. 16,000. Nah, that's just gonna give me 200 BP, so I do have to wait for that. No more curses. Fish Farm Village. Although Silverstone fishermen prefer to see a fish jumping into the boat by itself, you can still teach them proper techniques for fish farming. Effect. Any village buildings in this or any adjacent region that grants either a community or loyalty bonus now grant a minimum of +1 bonus for. Oh. Wait, will that count as a region upgrade? Because if that's a region upgrade, it's going to be Silver's Blood. No. Shrike Hills. This region has already been upgraded. So Fish Farm Village. So I don't want to do that yet and upgrade these. I might just go with Bronze Shield Fortress since I haven't unlocked the other one. You have yet to discover this upgrade because I already upgraded mine. Iron Heart of the Land and Glenabon and stuff like upgrade the regions. I'm curious to see what kingdom upgrade stuff. Trispawn Warlord is done with. Beneath the Stolen Lands, I do have to wait. Explored, our descent was halted. That's fine. Loyal servants. That's already complete. Unlocked all 10. Prosperity. Increase the ranks of your kingdom stats 40 times. So I just have to Do that. Reach rank 8 of any kingdom stats. Okay, that's one. Region upgrade. Upgrade 3 secondary regions. It looks like some neighbors are envious of those with better lives. It was marked to avoid feuds among our own subjects. These left behind have to be taken care of. I will do that. Talk to Chemo. The date must be going terribly wrong. Chemo's in despair. We should consult the poor fellow. Oh, so I need to talk to him? I have 95 days until Ancient Curse Part 5. Okay, so that's what... I guess we'll do that. Talk to Chemo. And then we'll come back. And then we'll do a time skip. They want us to increase the kingdom stat to rank 8. So I probably think that's the next, like, important thing to do. And then we'll probably unlock more choices after we reach 8. So we'll do that because I think that's what we need. Okay, so we'll go do the military since our military is just the strongest, period. Oh, which makes sense. It's like, of course, our military is going to be amazing. I do need to explore the dire now marches a little bit. But I want to do all the rank up stuff because if I just go exploring with nothing to rank up, then it's just going to be all like, oh, when it comes time to it, we're going to be weak. Citizen. Okay, Chemo. Gives you a good day. Tell me what went wrong between you two. I don't know. Everything went so well after our first date. We spent every day together. We talked. We gathered flowers. We watched the clouds pass by. And then one evening she said goodbye and hid herself inside her tree. She hasn't shown her face or said a word to me ever since, no matter how many times I have. What do you mean she hid in her tree? She's a dryad. Her body and spirit are tied to an oak. She takes care of it and protects it. I met her when I was in the forest, trying to find my way to this settlement. Show me on the map where to find her. But you can't help. Her heart knows no mercy. You cannot change her wooden mind. Why did you want the flower so bad? Oh, I don't want to tell, but since you asked me, it would have been awkward if I refused. And? What? Are you going to tell me or what? Well, the elf awkwardly picks at the ground with the toe cap. They made me go all this. I am in love with a lady in the forest. You can't be serious. That flower is for her. I cannot tell you who she is, but she had ridden herself from me, and that is what darkness was. Kyon in the land of the elves, the land of springs and forests, that is where I learned my craft. Okay. So, essentially, he's not going to tell me the location. Talk to the dryad. I'm not going to go searching for this dryad. Unless they reveal the location on the map. Did he give me the location? I don't think he gave me the location. Oh, okay. So it's in the Fey Glade. So we can go to the Fey Glade. Talk to the dryad. And then after we talk to the dryad, then we can do what we were planning on doing. Okay, they're exhausted. You can have a moment of respite later. I'm so glad that we have so many hastes in the party that I can just casually haste to move the party faster. Dryad. You recognize the dryad that you saw some time ago with a drunken satyr. Her skin glistens like polished wood, and her head is crowned with a mane of grass and leaves. Here you are. I knew you'd come to try and change my mind. Chemo talks about you every day, you know. How did you end up here? What do you mean, end up? I live here. I grew up in this forest together with my magnificent oak. If there's anyone who's ended up here, it's you. Why have you rejected Chemo? Maybe I just grew tired of him. I don't even know. He's so two-dimensional. There's no intrigue to him. Everything he does is so predictable. All the flowers, all the compliments. I've had enough. Thank you. Women, typical women. Diplomacy 22. Ahem. O Fay, thou art too cruel to the woeful creature, so conquered by thine beauty. His heart is bleeding. He stands idly for all the day, staring into loneliness. How can you ask his spirit not to sing, nor his knees to tremble at your fair image? Deliver your mercy. Return to Kimiel, for no one can ever love you as he. Or Diplomacy 28. Kimo is a talented craftsman, but ever since you rejected him, he lost all inspiration. His gift is going to waste. Please let him see you and talk to you, at least in the name of art. Just keep going out with Kimo like before, or I'll burn down your precious oak and all the entire forest along with it. That's nice. But let's do the matter of fact, because this one, if Vanhi was playing around. The face sighs and rolls her eyes. I'm sick and tired of this. Why did fate pick me to be sacrificed to art? Oh well, you win. The artist can come back. It's not like I've got anything better to do around here. Okay, now we talk to Kimo, tell him he can go back to the Dryad. Ridiculous. When I could have threatened her. But this is better for their relationship. No one cares about you being rested. If you're not exhausted, then you're fine. Oh, there's okay, peaceful travelers. Is it the skeleton guy? Yeah. Skeleton should have some good stuff. Yeah, he had this anarchic stuff. I think this plant vein is new, but he does have weapons that do like multiple damage types. I already have a speed weapon, so I don't need this bow. And I don't have the money either. Could I use all my money for build points? Which is okay, I guess. One of these days, next time I go adventuring, I will have money. Why can't I go that way? That's the question. Because those lines need to be connected. But we'll go to Skyhaven. Talk to Kimo, get that over with so he can do his job. I've had a chat with your dryad, and Dale's fingers are twisting into a knot. Go to her, she's waiting for you. It cannot be. Thank you, Vanhi. Useless. Affairs of the Heart is done. Now we can rank up military to level 8. Probably when we go to level 8, something like a super unique event will happen. That would be cool. Military is one of the most important things for like a nation. So it's like I would like for some of our others to be higher, but the fact that our military is the highest, it is good, and our economy is good as well. Espionage should be one of them because that's high too, so we do need to focus on that. That's just being like realistic wise, we should have that. Knock knock, the KI give a fool. So stats. Culture is less important. Espionage is only 57. We definitely need to boost the espionage. Community and all that stuff that can go. Relations with other people. I did go on a heavy relations campaign. I put a Miri. I put a Miri for the spider evasion. Okay, so I have to rank up someone else. Like the regent. Rank it to 4 because she needs to go increase anyway. Now I can do a Miri. Support the region's endeavors. Now the community reached rank 5. Laswell's cavalry failure. Espionage +2 though. The minister was too stingy. The deal fell through and the minister kept mumbling something about a stinking miser and a dirty cheat. Okay, good. Spider invasion. Military +4. Sell the soldier. We got 250 BP. Good. Okay, let's see what our events. Knock Knock is confused. He's always confused. A minister demands. Or that's probably just a symbol. I thought that was like a minister. What does it? Does it say the minister? Shipwreck. That's an opportunity. Opportunity for penitence. Problem. A ransom in gold or iron. There are numerous barbarians in the kingdom's prisons. Among them, let's have Tristan. It's a 40% chance. But he's the only one to do it. Forgotten knowledge. Storyteller needs to be open. It needs to be done by the first. Why is that there? And this is a problem. An ancient hermit's cabin, which used to belong to an elven mage. Like, I put him under here, and there's a 0% chance. I can give him 5, boost that up to 25% chance. Or I just let it happen. Oh, this one can be like did another time, and I can use Tristan for this one. Give him 31% chance, or I can boost it up to 55. Either way, it's terrible. Let me talk to the people. I might get some slight bonuses. Jubilos, we're finally on top of the enemy spy we've been tracking. An ordinary scribe from Grauton was plotting against us. It also happens that he's the head of the Grey Gardeners intelligence operators in this city. I have no idea what interest he has in us, but we followed him and intercepted his correspondence. It contained a list of all Grauton spies in Latron, in alphabetical order. The letter was on its way to Latron, to the Grey Gardeners' headquarters. We could pass the information to Latron and thus condemn these spies to death. The Grey Gardeners would appreciate it. On the other hand, their appreciation isn't worth so much. Better to deliver the traitor to Grauton in return for their friendship. The fanatics of Grauton are a charming bunch, but of course there's no great difference between them and the Gardeners. Why even get involved in their quarrel? My suggestion is sell the information on the rumor market and try to keep out of trouble. Tell me more about Grauton and Gout. When Gout was flooded with the blood of the revolution, many nobles and wealthy merchants sought shelter in Grauton. Now they obsess upon reclaiming their former greatness and regaining what was taken from them. They created the Citizens Directorate, a quite capable spying network, but still they could not bring Gout to its knees. Sell the information to Dagger Mark, that will be good. Report the treachery to Grauton, deliver the list. Either way, report the treachery to Grauton, +2 relations, +2 espionage. And I do want the espionage. It's no mystery why. It's because of the Grey Gardeners. Their monastery is also there. Latron, to be precise, they look fearsome in their masks, so frightening and anonymous. Executioners, investigators, vigilantes, and murderers. They're better suited to slaughterhouse work. I do trust in Jubilee's intelligence. He does make a good point. Like, why get into this situation and we can just profit from it? Selling the paper will bring us profit and we won't even double cross anyone, hopefully. Support the minister's endeavors scouting the eastern regions. Okay, so I can scout the eastern regions now. Good. Knock Knock seems confused. You notice there seems to be a leather rag in his hand. It smells faintly of sulfur. I take it this is yours. Knock Knock remains frozen as he stares at the cap in hands. He seems surprised and uneasy. Was once mine, war in the village. King once ripped it off my head, beat me across skull and face with it, then used this white rag and hit me again. Thought was lost long ago. You got your cap back. We'll get rid of the excuse of a copies. What's it doing here? Knock Knock looks uneasy. It's a challenge for ruler of tribe. The king has come back for me. But Cap looks strange, smells. Didn't you kill him? I thought we killed him. Why? Well, the whole event with Knock Knock I think we probably didn't kill him because the whole event with Knock Knock, it was done through books and interaction, and it didn't really say that we killed him. Where it come from? Goblin come here, drop it off. What do you mean challenge? When goblins in still lands fight for tribes, they fight over big best hat like crown, but not ugly and shiny like yours. This is a challenge. Another tribe. He swallows. Maybe he hear of our ally. Think he can get a crown by fighting me. Knock knock. Looks confused. Well, more so than usual, and one of his ears begins to twitch. But how he get power back? He finally shrugs. If in kingdom now, probably cause a lot of trouble. You need to stop him. If you can lead me to him, I'll go with you, but the fight must be yours. I don't have time for goblin. Yeah, you deal with your own kind. Then leads down, then with a shaking finger learns the cap over. On the inside, you see a map scrawled in red. He show us the way. We meet him where the Mashtu shines, where we need to come together, you and me. Rules of challenge. As you glance at the map, you both are surprised as the leather cap suddenly alights, burning brightly, then crumbles to ash on the floor. Did your tribe ever deal with demons? Knock knock is silent, staring at the ash. He says nothing. You've never seen him this worried. You decide to give him space, but keep the challenge in the back of your mind. Well, that's something to do. Knock knock and the king's return. Definitely gonna do that. And then we can rank up. Okay, this will rank up. Support the ministers. I would love to do that, but first I'm going to scouting the eastern regions. Have Keston do that. Defenders of the land 2+1 morale while fighting within claimed regions. I already have that. I definitely don't want to do this because I need a Miri to do my other thing. Okay, let's see what events. So, forgotten knowledge. It's gonna be. It is a problem, so I'll just start the event. Whatever comes. Opportunity, problem, ransom, and gold or iron. Opportunity. Okay, that's busy. I can wait. Oh, I should have went to the. So I can get rid of this ribbon. Rank up. Support the minister's endeavors. First, we have to deal with this challenge since they want to. The goblins are always causing problems. Leave. Stay with this party. We should at least be getting some type of experience while completing these advisor missions. Maybe 100% per completed thing. 25,000 goblin clearing. Oh. And he mentioned demons, so we probably might need a heal. Not heal, but buff. Or I can just come in with complete disdain that they are not. So we can just walk in. Yeah, I'm gonna walk in like complete disdain. Knock knock on the king's. No one has shown up to the clearing. It seems the king will have to adhere to the ancient. What? Talk to Kimo. That's already been done. Knock knock has shown up at the clearing. It seems the king will have to adhere to the ancient rules of Goblin Challenge and come to the clearing with knock knock alone. And meet with this. Oh, okay. I wish they would have told me that. It's not like that's that big of a problem. Knock knock and because I have the haste spell. It's like I can buff myself. Knock knock is good. We're still gonna come out. We're still not going to. like buff. Cause I'm gonna show up with complete disdain for them. Like why buff against such so we have to go back in, then go back out. And they can bring I don't have summoning spells, which is my limitation, but that is completely fine. I have scrolls. I do need to get some summoning spells, but I'm waiting until I get the high level spells and stuff that's actually going to be useful. All your characters are fatigued. A hunter. What the? Manage. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna use rations. Camp camouflage. Begin resting. I know the sound is still going on, so I probably accidentally pressed something. Karen, do you want to enter this location? Yes. Because I still have my normal bonuses, so that's good. So if they come out with poison, we'll deal with that. Are we technically heavy? Ah, for real? 20% group speed, 20 feet group speed outside of combat fatigue period. Approximate fatigue period 8 hours. We have that. Oh, we have a bunch of armor and weapons we can sell. That's fine. Knock Knock looks around uncertain. You don't see anyone and no goblin shapes about, and no sign of a goblin camp either. Something feels wrong. There's a strange feel in the air, and that hint of sulfur like you smelled on Knock Knock's cap in the throne room. This the place, but King not here. Knock Knock sounds slightly relieved, but he still looks. Hold trigger on. Knock Knock nods, and he does. You suddenly notice the surrounding melt away into the trails of acrid smoke, revealing a number of goblins, weapons at the ready. Still, while their weapons are drawn, they do not attack. They have a curious light in their eyes you haven't seen before, and it takes you a second to realize its determination. They don't look scared at all, merely stand at the ready as if waiting the command to attack. Goblin King. As you take in your new opponents, a familiar figure emerges from the tree line, but walking strangely, as if fighting the urge to hunch down on all fours, almost feral. The figure looks to be the Goblin King you recall, but something is wrong about him. It's like someone tried to cram a larger creature inside his skin. Tufts of fur like that of a wolf peek from his rags, and his eyes, rather than dull and soft, seem to hold cold fire in them. So the Lord of Cowardice returns. No, we're not gonna provoke him. It's not that he cares. It's just that I want to get this over with. Minguk. When you think it can't get any worse, there's a strangely familiar thundering noise, and into the clearing lumbers none other than the hill giant Munguk. And from the smell of it, he's definitely been drinking. He stands behind the fur. That's why we kill everyone. He stands behind the feral Goblin King, his huge club at the ready, and gives a low rumble, then snarls, pounding his chest. Munguk say he not like us play trick on him, keep him waiting. Knock Knock whispers to you. He says hard to wait forever for promised love. It worse than getting stabbed with lance. Knock Knock pauses. Lance not kill him though, I guess. The king gazes at you, and you feel your scalp rise. As he speaks, his voice is a rasp like knives being dragged across metal plate. Which of you was once ruled by this ragged shape I wear? The sooner your blood coats the ground, the sooner my depth here is done. All you cattle smell alike to me, whether you walk or roast on a skeever. And that will be this goblin here in Gutcherman. Depth to whom? The king snarls. I'm a Barghest. I was summoned at the behest of a Fade to defeat an ally of one who claims this land, weakening this false king when the time of reckoning draws near. He nods at Knock Knock and gives a barking laugh. She said it could be any I chose, so I chose the weakest one at your court, if only to fulfill my debt all the quicker and leave this wretched place. The price was that I had to take the shape of this. He glances down at his body. Humiliation. You've been tricked. This is a fight you can't win. What terms did you agree to? Maybe you can turn this against her. Get your revenge. Then you'll return from whence you came. Because we're not letting you kill anyone. But we're not doing that. We always choose the diplomacy option more often than not. The burghers growl slowly and suspiciously. Daintier spies answers in clear, precise speech. One of the allies of the pretender to the throne of the stolen lands lies beneath my feet, and their blood feeds the ground. I am freed instantly to return home and leave this foul plain behind me. So you chose Knock Knock. Very brave. Fighting me would have been more fun. Allies? Why not me? The creature snarls. I was told you are to be left for her. I care not why, but should you cross me, I've been given leave to slay you as well, it seems. She wishes you to suffer longer than this one. It probably was that dryad who has a thing against us, but it's okay. It grins wolfishly. For the Fae and those of my kind, that will prove a much longer time than your flesh can withstand. The king turns to Knock Knock. Come, goblins. The sooner I make a sport of you, the sooner I will allow you to die. Perhaps with your limbs intact. Well then, Knock Knock, you are no longer my ally. And worse, you are not a hero. Never were. I've always hated you. You half-head doorstep. Knock Knock turns to you, surprised, his eyes wide. He looks genuinely hurt at your words. Not a hero, never was, he pauses. Also doorstop. The expression on the king's face is much different. It is surprise, but there is fear woven in as well. Whatever you said, it worked, and you think it's placed the king in a bad position. You try to ignore Knock Knock's broken gaze as you face the bargain. The creature gives a snarl, then takes a step back, then another, as if uncertain. It is no matter. I'll kill another of your allies. But you told her you'll kill Knock Knock. If you don't, you'll anger her. If you do, then Lamashtu will get upset. My bad. Yeah, I choose a Fae's anger over the mother of beasts. But you made the pact. You lie in it. The Bargus falls silent, his eyes narrow suspiciously. His skin twitches and his lips peel back to reveal its fangs. It looks furious, but does not move to attack. In fact, it doesn't seem like it can, despite the bloodthirsty look in its eyes. Instead, the Bargus gives a blood-curdling howl, ichor spitting from its maw. It claws at the ground, ripping up great chunks of earth, then swipes at you in a frenzied launch, and backs away, as if seeking to reach you, but unable to do so past some unseen force. Knock Knock, behind an invisible wall formed by the shrieking beast, shrinks in terror. The other goblins in the circle seem to withdraw as well, terrified. Even Munguk seems surprised by the infernal fit. The hill giant backs away. Maybe it'll drive him on crazy. Yeah, I'm on a hold on. I want to see this. As Bargus howls in frustration, the creatures, first one then another, begin to run. Then all of them rout, desperate to get away from the mad creature. As the beasts flee, the Barghest remains, and then gives one last choked snarl and vanishes, leaving the faint smell of sulfur in the air. You suspect that his failure will likely not end well for him, no matter where he returns to. But for now, the clearing is silent, except for you and Knock Knock. Oh, we got a lot of experience from that. Knock Knock gives you a half smile, then I see. Not so hard. Tell you mother beast watch over me. Should not let another beast get to me. Looks like we're done here, and looks like we scattered another potential threat to the kingdom. Be silent. You led us into enough messes for today. Don't let your tongue lead you into another. If we dealt with this challenge, we need to deal with other matters. True. Still, would like to speak with you later. Need something. Knock Knock seems lost in thought. In dialogue. Okay, so now we just need about 15,000. Knock Knock wants yet another word. Of course he does. Okay, so we're gonna return back to the capital, sell some things, and then, well, we'll probably wait before selling some things. But anyway, we'll return to the capital. And then we'll see what goes on. Okay, now we're back talking to Knock Knock. Knock Knock doesn't look up at your approach. He's hunched over hard in thought. One of his ears is even twitching slightly at the effort. You might want to stop thinking before you hurt yourself. What are you doing cowering there? Knock knock, is something wrong? Knock knock's ear twitching stops in mid twitch, and he swivels his head toward you. Been thinking about being a hero, if Knock knock can ever be a hero or not. No, you cannot. Uh, well, I guess technically, since I'm a hero and he's part of the heroes party, he's just not the hero. You're a sidekick, a good sidekick too. You might be a hero one time for a little bit. He nods at you. You are Longshanks and Halfshanks who speak poorly. Mangle words, bathes. He gestures around. But you make big tribe, found nation, build big city. Even if city smells bad, do great things. And Knock Knock does things, and they seem small, ridiculous. I want to do what you do, but asking how. You could do something else. Every challenge you faced wasn't won with a blade. It was won by who you are and well making others laugh. Not everyone's meant to be a hero in the same way. Maybe you should give up this nonsense. Not everyone's meant to be a hero in the same way. Knock Knock looks downcast, his face uncertain. He stares at the ground and he seems defeated. Vanhi right. Useless. Couldn't make a difference. A hero could. He glances at you. Still, Knock Knock will stay. Keep trying. Find a way. And if not, he gives a tiny shrug. Then no worse off than before. Maybe one day it'll happen. Get some sleep, have some food. There'll be dangers ahead to take your mind off things. For now, we have a look at. Knock Knock sighs and looks up at you. You want something else? I'd like to know about you. Are all the Lamashtu shrines down? Knock Knock's ears droop and his eyes fall. All down, easier to knock down than were to build up. He glances around. I hope Mother not upset with me, with us. If so, worry beasts will find us. Okay. Perfect. So, found a dirty rag. Old Knock Knock. What the? We failed it? Knock Knock was unusually silent after defeating the Barghest. It's better to find out what's on his mind, and soon. A goblin lost in thought sounds more dangerous than Barghest to me. We failed the mission? No, we didn't say the right thing. I don't like the failure symbol. But this is a role-playing game, and we're not just going to say something different. Luckily, it's not like one of those issues where you fail the quest and it ends the game. But that should have been nicer to Knock Knock. Because he is useful. Maybe there'll be another shot. But we dealt with the issue at least. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, so now we can go support the ministers. We're going to support the general, level him up. Current rank 7. Time to rank the general to 8 and complete a mission. So start project. Add new lands to the kingdom. So now we can add new lands, I think. Support the general's endeavors. Reached rank 8. The kingdom's military has reached new heights. Good. Forgotten knowledge. Failure. Secret cache in the eastern regions. Easier claim. Good. Scout in the eastern regions. Our scouts have returned. So now we have regions. Royal hunting grounds. Aristil's holy place. That's something to do, but I don't think we need that right now. Okay, so we're not going to do celebrity. We're going to have the economy, improving economic stats. We can have Canera do that, or we can do the trade agreement with Gout. Actually, I can have both of them do that. Let's look at the events. General requests an audience. Mercenary army. One of the neighboring rulers is in a difficult situation. He faces war, but he has no means to rage it. He asks that you provide him with soldiers for his mercenary army. Of course, the pay he offers is generous, but our soldier life worth only gold? Is it worth the risk to make our country more vulnerable by sending our soldiers to fight for someone else? +2 relations. Send a Miri to do it. We got a 65% chance of success. Problem, military unrest. The soldiers are complaining about their abusive commanders. Military. The Law of the Pike. Hell Knights from Fort Inevitable, which is ruled by the Order of the Pike, are invading the region to bring it to heel. They're conducting judgments and executing people however they see fit. This is absolutely unacceptable. It is absolutely unacceptable. 61%. Advisor wants a word. There's a news for the king concerning another river kingdom. Opportunity penance. The order of the scourge says the king hand over all of his prisoners for a small reward. Hell Knights will separate out the worthy and turn them into recruits, while the rest will be guided towards the path of atonement. It's an opportunity. Ransom and gold. Why is this always appearing? It's in the kingdom's prisons. Okay, so first we'll talk to Amiri, see what's going on. Congratulations, Bonnie. Looks like your subject efforts weren't wasted after all. The Black Marquis and his pirates that were prowling around here won't be attacking the kingdom. At least that's one problem off our hands. I need to deal with those Hell Knights. They think they can just come into my territory. Chief, we need to talk. There's a problem in our army. The mages and warriors have been challenging one another to find out who's tougher. The competition worse than it was when you came to power. Today I had to stop a knife fight. Sooner or later, blood will spill and someone will die. I can always feel death in the air. If you don't want to watch your warriors kill one another, you should do something, aside from appointing someone to beat the crap out of the idiots. It's time to show the mages that the soldiers are the real power in your army. Divide the army and appoint a second general. I vote for Chevaux, the infantry officer. He was the very first Brevois sword master in our army. He proved himself in the war with Nymeria. When the mage officer Zeta hears about this, she'll start causing trouble. Arcane +5. Relations +5. It's your deputy, you decide. Since it's your deputy and you're in control, we'll go with what you do. And I'll get relations, because we really don't need arcane like that. Chevaux will make a good general. I'll train him. Swordplay mastery. If he survives, he'll be strong as a bear. New event, swordplay mastery. I do want to boost the arcane up. If I would have known that event. Who is this? Someone who doesn't matter? Bakken. Bakken always looked like a girl. I thought there was a woman. But whatever. Okay. Good. That's all you have to do. Just give me the item. Don't say anything. Okay. So let's look at the swordplay stuff. General request an audience. What is my arcane? My arcane does need to be increased. Rank up. Support the general's endeavors. I already got something to level 8. It's time to rank up the other ones. Economy, swordplay mastery provides the general with a bonus for resolving any situation. The amount of the bonus depends on the kingdom's relations rank. There is no bonus for ranks 1 to 4. Ranks to 5, 7 get +1. Ranks 8 through 9 get +2, and rank 10 gets a bonus of +3. That is good. Let me put Lindsay on that. So that will definitely gonna rank up relations. Ranks 5 to 7. I'm definitely doing relations. Oh, she's relations. So I'm gonna do Lindsay and rank up Lindsay stuff. Okay, we can support the general's endeavors. I do need to rank up these other guys. Law of the Pike, definitely putting 2 crisis points on that, because they need to learn their place. Mercenary army, one of the neighboring rulers. I'm gonna have a Miri right here. Start event. Shipwreck opportunity. Problem, military unrest. Unfortunately. Opportunity penitence. Ransom and gold or iron, that's not problem. I'm having all these problems that I can't do. Celebrity, still don't have anyone to handle this in a reasonable manner. Military unrest, can't do that. Shipwreck, who can handle shipwreck? Trade fleet was lost in sudden, so I can have that for if I want stability. Stability is at 111. That's gonna give me 40% chance. Canera is gonna give me 50% chance. Okay, we'll go with that. Boost economy up. Let's do some rank ups. Support the Magister's endeavors. I want to boost Arcane up now. Support the Warden's endeavors. Minister's endeavors. Espionage is more important though, so I will do that one. Just because espionage is more important, and we can do magic later because we need to make this kingdom more magical. Support the minister's endeavors. Espionage ranked 4. Thanks to the minister and the king, the kingdom's intelligence network has expanded. Law of the Pike, good. The numerous complaints sent by the Council of the Hell Knights had an effect. The order of the Pike was recalled. The law works both ways. The shipwreck, failed that one, but it's alright. Swordplay mastery. Now we have that one. Now we can boost relations. Training grounds. Training in the harsh hills of Glenabon could provide our troops with survival skills and endurance. Affect this region's military stability and espionage, of course. Scores increased by 2 for each other region with military upgrades. What? Definitely getting that. Already, before I choose, praise Zephyrus. Several accidental deaths have plagued the region. Wizards say that a mystic. Praise Zephyrus. Zephyrus is not that important. We'll start the event like that. Ransom and gold. Okay, we can have Tristan do this. There are numerous barbarians in kingdoms, prisons. That's fine. Start with Tristan. Okay, now I can rank up treasures or magisters. I'm gonna work with the magister, get his arcane up, because that arcane definitely needs to be increased. Arcane is still on rank 1, but he has 110. He's been neglected for way too long. 20% plus 3 to economy. Yeah, let's just start and see what happens. Penitence. An order of the Scourge insists that the king hand over all of his prisoners for a small reward. Start event. Okay. Projects. Do we do the project that we need to do? Because I definitely want regions, training grounds, and Jubilos. Jubilos can handle that. 382 gold pieces. That's going. That espionage is just gonna just go so much. Oh snap! I didn't think it would. Like I would go with it. Military unrest, loyalty. Oh, I didn't put anyone there. We lost loyalty and lost military. The mercenary army triumph, military plus 10. Our experienced veterans went into battle with our new recruits at their heels. They defeated enemies skillfully and decisively, and our recruits gained valuable combat experience from the brief campaign. In addition, the mercenaries received generous pay. Okay, so we did get some good stuff. Jubilos is waiting for an audience. Okay, so now we can boost espionage. You do remember our little adventure with the Fey Lords and their inconsequent debates. Damn them. Before you ask by damn them, I meant both the debates and the lords. Anyway, I've been thinking about the dreadful verbiage we received as a reward for the rituals. The answer to the question about the fate of the gnome race. Allow me to remind you of the text. Numbers will help you on our way. All of that stuff. I took a picture of it. Not a single reasonable creature would spend valuable time solving this sort of phrase meant. If only someone knew how much effort it required to treat the matter seriously, but it paid off. It's obvious that the part about opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black feathered messenger refers to Rillis Gonderson, who awakened Mordecai. This guess led me to think. Obviously, that part about he who is born twice will twice be defeated referred to Armagnac, but I don't have. Exactly. We couldn't have known that at the time of the debates because we hadn't even met Armagh yet, which makes me wonder who this respected host might be, but that's neither here nor there. So what do we know? The riddle recommends we start looking after the thrice born is twice defeated, and that's happened. The other part, thrice the number of those who lost their faces, that's also only clear now. It's 24, 3 times the number of the face sisters there were, but the rest, what does it mean? When the moon leaves her path, and how does a dozen times and a dozen equate to 24? I'll have to study some astronomy reference books and write to some priests of Desna that I'm acquainted with. It's probably about some rare celestial phenomenon. I meant to ask you to deal with the first part of the riddle, the one about Willis Gunnarsson. Remember the riddle? We don't need to find him or talk to him, just read him. Here's what I think it means. I discovered that the poor fellow wrote and published a few horrendous books. Perhaps the answer is hidden in one of them. The very thought of digging through the parody of literature is disgusting. I very much appreciate some help. Perhaps some book lover in this city will have a volume or two of his work. Alright, I'll look for Gunderson's books and try to make some sense of them. Good luck on the difficult quest. I remind you, the riddle says we need to find something 5th and 10 and somehow related to Gunderson's writing. We put it together with the number 24 and go to the Candlemere, where the moon leaves her path. I hope this isn't some elaborate fake prank, because if it is, I won't have to do any more research to understand that made the gnomes leave the first world. It was the stinking neighbors. I hope I don't have to travel with Jubilos because he's like really useless. Like I don't need an alchemist, but I will replace a Kundeyo with him. The half orc bows diligently, trying to adhere to etiquette. Your Highness, I come bearing gifts, a sign of my gratitude for taking an old man into your service. With such weapons, you can go on raids and protect your lands. Everything has been tempered in lamb's blood. Eradicator. Thank you. Keep it ever ask. Gladly, when weapon or armor is all blah blah blah. Is this chemo? Sherelle. Okay. Greetings, Your Highness. Here I brought you something. Draping Grail of Prowess. Thank you. The door to nowhere. Felt this one. He has found his way back from the dead and now seeks revenge for his untimely demise. Knock Knock has no choice but to answer. The king agreed. Knock Knock wants yet another word. That's fine. How to build a kingdom, add new lands to the kingdom. Once again, it's time to conquer new lands. To tell you the truth, this is part of governance I like the least. Right up there with the term annexation. Perhaps a good thing that I'm not a queen. My peace-loving nature would last long on the throne. Host Riddle says that we need to find something 5th and 10, which would supposedly be easy if we were Willis Gunderson, the poor adventure hunter who released Mordecai. Willis is the author of several books, and the answer is probably related to this. We'll look in the city somehow. Must have a book or two. Okay, so I will find his books and then we'll come back. Okay, we found the books. The one we're looking for. Tell me about the history of the gnome race. I don't care about that. Should I be flattered? You're not very friendly, you know. I found Gunner's book, the one. It's a good thing I'm not a follower of Shellen, or I'd throw this thing into the fire right now and draw the deity's wrath. Just look at this language. Shivering, she clung to my shoulder and whispered, Willis, you are my only hope. Only your well-developed adventuring skills, your daring mind, merciless eloquence, and shameless courage can save a poor like me, but I digress. We need something that's 5th and 10. Obviously, it's about the 5th adventure from this book. The name of the chapter is In the Corner of the Tavern. Sounds like a place, but which tavern is it? The nearest one? And who or what would we look for there? Wait, we know the place, the tavern, and a number, 24. We can suppose there's a place and a time, or rather a date. The 24 that contained a dozen times, and a dozen is the 24th of each month. I propose we meet at the Capitol Tavern on the next 24th and see what happens. Meet job on the 24th. How am I supposed to do that? Map. Does it tell us the time? Farast, date 7. Wait. On the 24th. We seem to have solved the riddle, appointed a place, the tavern, and a date, the 24th of each month. On the next 24th, for the king and the tavern to decide what to do next. Okay, so I can do... So I'm just going to have to wait for the 24th. So I can do one skip time. So I'll most likely... I can do one rank up mission, which will be with the Magister. And then I can set 14, so they'll put us at 3 days. Jubilos is waiting for an audience. Okay, so we can rank up. Support the Grand Diplomat, support the Generals. We need the Magister. Now the question is, do we have all the events done? Okay, so now we can do Magister. Rank up this. The project support the Magister's endeavors. That way that can be done. We got 11 events. So finally we're going to boost up our magic. Success. Celebrity, disaster. The lector wasn't interested in visiting the capital and soon left the country. Ransom and gold or iron. We lost loyalty and relations. Council suggested that the prisoners might be set free without ransom. The barbarians were offended, regarding this as an insult to their military honor. Penitence. Failure. The deal fell through. While the prisoners were being taken from their cells, one of them warmed free, knocked the guard unconscious, and freed the others. Okay, so I think depending on what happens, success, depending on who I choose, depends on like what will I fail. This is our final chance to prepare. That's perfectly fine. Magister asks for an audience. Opportunity. Many of those who inhabit the stolen lands are closely familiar with the art of robbery. A few daredevils have decided to bring back the good old days and organize a raid on Kadira. Showing them support will make them share some of the loot, off the books of course. I can send Amiri here. Amiri has 50% chance. Problem. Experiments. A wandering scientist is offering a medical procedure to the kingdom's warriors. It is supposed to purge their blood and greatly increase their strength. He says the risk is next to none. Either way is a problem that need to be solved. Forgotten knowledge. This needs to be solved. The wrath of the forest. Woodcutters have encroached on a sacred grove, soaking the wrath of some tree ants who reside. Let's just 10% chance to complete this. Start event. These are small things. Like the livestock, a group of traveling slave traders. Human commodities to sell in Chiax. They're offering a good price for any criminals and other prisoners. 40% chance. That's fine. Let's talk to the... now I'm only going to have a 25% chance to do this. But it's a problem that needs to be solved. Going south. Good. Let's talk to the magistrate. A complicated situation, Your Highness. Strollers in one of the distant villages have asked that we deal with their neighbors, one way or another. They can't talk sense into them, which is why they've turned to you. Their troublesome neighbors discovered a magical charm in the swamps, among some ancient ruins, he claimed. Afterwards, strange things began to happen in the village. One day a dead silence fell upon the whole area. Another day the sun seemed to stop shining. Everyone blames the charm, and they beg its owner to give it up. But he refuses. He found it, and by his thinking he'll be the one to decide what to do with it. It's dangerous to leave an unidentified magical item in the hands of an ignoramus, all the more so when it seems to be causing such disturbing events. But it won't be fair just to take it from him. I suggest we buy it from him and then give it to our appraiser for examination. Buy the charm and give it to the appraiser. I'll get the arcane. Leave the charm to the one who found it. Seize the charm by force and give it to the appraiser. Nah, let's just pay the gold. That's cheap to give me +3 arcane. Good. Some basic option for the rank 1 thing, which is perfectly fine. Erlene gives me Grandmasters. Here are you, Your Highness. Please accept this gift. Thank you. I wonder what this rod can do. It better be super good. Then chemo, quiver of lightning arrows. I already have one. But I guess we could have multiple. That wouldn't hurt. So now we can skip time. I'm curious to see about this rod. Wand of Afflict Runes. Oh, here's the rod here. Grandmaster's Rod. This rod grants the ability to make up to 3 spells they cast per day infused with the primal magical essence. Those spells are maximized and empowered as though. So how do you use it? That's the question. I guess I'll equip it later. Grandmaster Rod is good. And then quiver of lightning arrows. So that way he has 2 quivers of lightning arrows. Excellent. Oh, we need to skip the time. Make it 3 days. So we have rank up, because we're gonna rank up the magic, because we need that magic higher than what it is. 2 is unacceptable, because we can easily get to rank 5 if we wanted to, probably even further. Provides 5 BP per week. We're now getting enough BP so I can save my money. For now, all of them is doing. Skip day. Projects. Economy. Oh, that's easy. Sell the soul jar. She's busy. I'm not gonna do the storyteller because I'm gonna level 1 up. That's so fast. An unusual visitor has arrived. Wants your attention, and that someone is a golem. Which golem is this? Is it the iron golem that we didn't get to get? Looks like an iron golem. Oh, it's dragon. It might be an ant. Yeah. Dragon golem enter your throne room. It is seriously hurt, barely moving his legs and swaying as if it's drunk. Help us. Help. Oh, I thought he went inside the golem for a second. A frowning harem quickly responds. How do you like that? Again, someone needs our help. And again, it has to do with golems. Does any of this seem familiar, Vanhi? Those simpletons from Jeg clan must have dug up something else and got themselves into trouble again. The priest's remarks are punctuated by a terrible clanging sound as the golem collapses on the floor in pieces. And I warned them they were wooing death. I warned them. Let's return to that little fortress that they couldn't get inside, and we see what's happened to them this time. Yes, we need to go and check on them. I'm sick and tired of these Jag. They may as well fall into the abyss. I'm not helping them anymore. Yeah, let's check on them. Just don't go without me, alright? I want to see with my own eyes what catastrophe they brought this time, all the while prying to their Torak. I can end dialogue. Okay, so now we have another. We have the unmaking here and wants to set out for the last fortress. So we'll do that. We're gonna do that in the next episode. First, let's visit Jubileus at the tavern. And then we'll probably have two missions to do. Well, actually, we'll have three. One of them will involve the bald hilltop. Leave. Except, I should have just went outside. So we're gonna have to go to the Iron Fortress. We'll do that in the next episode. Enter. Now we can go into the tavern though. I still want to rank up the Magister even more. Noriel Light Eyes, Amiri, Citizen. Where's Jubilos? Luna. Who's Luna? Citizen. Where is he? Jubilos. Jubilos looks like that's our moon. I like to know what leaving her path means to her, and more importantly, how all this is related to the story of the gnomes. Oh, we're about to find out. A girl with unusual silver gray hair is looking gloomily into her mug of ale. As she notices Jubilos clearing his throat, she raises her face and brightens. Oh, they told me that the king of Apex walks the streets and feasts with everyone at the taverns, but I never believed it. Oh, forgive me, your highness. I am Luna Katari. You have an unusual name. Tell us about yourself. I am a messenger. I deliver correspondence from Bavoy to Mavan and back, usually reports about a rich merchant's underlings and his orders for them. My parents live in Bavoy, and the girl I love in Mavan. I've always dreamed of becoming a traveler, but that's not easy for the daughter of a weaver and a washerwoman. I was glad to find this messenger job, though I thought that was pretty lucky. But now I'm traveling the same road over and over every month. I even sit right here in your tavern on the 24th of every month, right on schedule. The monotony is driving me to tears, but what can I do? I can't be everywhere at once, and I can't stand the thought of settling down. Willis, who is listening surprisingly carefully, leans over to you and says quietly, Do you see it now? When Moon leaves her path, it's another part of the riddle. It looks we need to somehow convince our new friend to quit her well-ridden path and set off somewhere new. Plus, it should be good for her. The same road each month. If I were her, I'd have drowned myself a long time ago, if I didn't bleach sooner. You have an unusual name. Got a good. I offer 3,000 gold to Luna. Here, take it. You can spend it on traveling and see the world, together with your love. She agreed. If this life troubles you, something should be changed. Your family and friends want you happy, not exhausted, and hating your existence. You speak with such confidence. Is it true you came to the stolen lands as no one and made yourself king by your own persistence and skill? I've heard so many stories, Your Highness. I wouldn't have taken this advice from anyone but you, but I've just decided I'm going to travel, and I hope not alone. We'll surely be able to earn a piece of bread together. Please take this as a relic my family received from an elven ancestor. According to the family legend, the one who deciphers the map will find three things: an incredibly sad secret, a true treasure, and a door to another world, which will never open again. The entrance to a certain dungeon is marked here, but there's nothing to say where to go looking. You're a king, with all the best scientists and travelers serving you. Surely they'll be able to read this map. Thank you again. I have to go. I hope I don't have to take Jubilos to a dungeon. Ha, Moon has left her path, but now who can explain to me why the host didn't simply tell us, go to the dungeon located here? Why make us run around and circle? But let's have a look at this map. What do we have here? Why, I recognize the area around the Calendar at first glance. There are ancient ruins in the area. This dungeon must contain the traces of the very first gnomes to visit Galarian. Well, our goal is clear. Now we need only achieve it. Luna's map. Cave from Luna's map has been revealed. Okay. Explore the mysterious cave from Luna's map. Now the question is, it looks like the riddle has led us here. Well, let's go on to new discoveries. Our learned friend can't do it without the game's help. Of course he can. So I have to travel with Jubilos. Trash, 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 trash. Exit. Uh, yeah, we'll do Jubilos mission first because I just don't like him. Uh, I think normally we would take, all of them have useful skills that I like, and we'll miss out on the Smilodon. But I need them for the skills because Lindsay is really just for like combat and stuff like that. She doesn't really have any skills that aren't taken into account by everyone else. So we'll get Jubilos. In fact, I'll level them both up, and then we'll start the next episode doing these side quests. So thank you for watching.